Oh yeah, he's a nice one. Haha, yes!
It wouldn't be a true May 2-4 weekend without a skiver of trout.
Welcome back to the channel. So we're off for another little adventure here. It's Saturday, May 18th, I believe. So it's Saturday of the May 2-4 long weekend. Trout fishing season just opened a few days ago. So I'm heading out for a trout fishing and camping trip. I've got the tiny camper towing behind us right now. The canoe is strapped to the roof of the truck. I've got Millie and Goose in the back seat here. Two dogs are along for the ride as usual, and yeah, I'm just heading out of town right now. I don't know exactly where I'm going yet. There's no real plan for this trip, guys. I'm just kind of heading to a general area, and when we get out there, I'm just going to pick a pond, put the canoe off, spend the rest of today trout fishing, and maybe portage the canoe into a couple of other ponds. Maybe we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm just going to spend the day fishing, canoeing, enjoying the outdoors. And eventually we'll find a spot to park the tiny camper and camp out for the night. I'm not sure if I'm staying out for one night or 2 nights. I really have no plan in mind for this trip. I'm just taking it a few hours at a time, and just glad to be getting out of here, out of town, and out in the woods. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how it goes. Stay tuned, guys. It should be a good adventure.
All right, guys, we're at the first little pond here. So I just parked the truck out on the main road. And we're just going to hike into this little pond right alongside the road, and we'll just have a few casts here, see if there's any trout on the move. If not, we'll keep on going down the highway here and just keep exploring some different ponds. I'm not going to put the canoe off just yet.
All right, first cast of the season.
Get your stick.
Oh, I just had a bite. It was just a small one, but see if he comes back.
Okay, so not a whole lot happening at this spot, but when I was just taking my hook out of the water right in front of me here on my last cast, or my second last cast, a decent looking trout went after my hook just as I was pulling it out of the water. Made a little splash there, so I'm gonna have a few more casts here and see if that guy will come back. So I got Goose tethered onto me here because Goose has a tendency when I start fishing to wander off a little bit. Now he doesn't usually go far, but because the highway is just right here. Oh, there's a bite. Because the highway is just right here behind me, I don't want to take a chance on Goose wandering off and going out on the road. It is fairly cold today. It was supposed to be warmer, I thought, but on the truck on the way out it was only showing about 8 degrees Celsius. Thought it was supposed to be up around 14 degrees Celsius, so but there is a northeast wind, and that always means cooler temperatures in this part of the province. I'm right on the northeast coast here, so
Oh, I got one, boys. Woohoo! Haha, first trout of the year. So I made my way back towards the truck. The truck is literally 30-40 feet through the woods here, parked on the side of the road. And this is going to be a keeper. It's not a big trout, but I do want to get a meal to cook at the camper tonight. So I'm going to keep this guy, nice little brook trout.
yeah, I'll put a new worm on now and get that line back out, see if there's a couple more hanging around. Okay, we'll throw that guy in the cooler here in a second, and we'll dodge on down the highway and look for a new spot. All right, we're at a new location. So another little pond just off the side of the highway here. So let's try our luck here. It's a really wet spot. Come on, Goose, this way. Dogs are gone wild. First cast. Very first cast in this spot. It's just a small one. I'm gonna let this guy go. But seems like there's some trout hanging around in this little gully here. So this could be fun. Oh. Beautiful little trout. Probably 6-7 inches long. Anyways, I'll get that guy back in the water. See if there's any more hanging around out there. Okay, so I got a trout on the first cast and nothing since, not even a bite. I've been here for probably 15-20 minutes now and haven't got another bite. So I was thinking this was going to be one of those little spots where you could kind of catch away at those small trout like that one I just caught, but apparently not. Seems like that was the only one interested in taking my bait anyways. So I'm soon going to move on to a new spot, I guess. Good boy. Good boy, Goose. Good boy. Ready? All right, time to move on. Starting to get hungry, gonna head back to the truck, get a snack, and look for another spot to fish. Good boy. All right, let's try this out. See how the dogs are gonna do. Beautiful day now. So I've caught trout in this pond years ago. Haven't fished it in a long time. I know there are trout in the pond, but we'll have to wait and see if we're gonna have any luck. So I'm not going to try and fish from the canoe much because with the two dogs in here, there'll just be too much commotion, especially if I hook a trout. So I'm just going to go for a little leisurely paddle, and eventually I'll cross the pond here once I make sure the dogs are comfortable. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'll cross the pond and try and find that portage trail. All right, gonna have a few casts here off this little bank. So I just switched over to this green spinner, and I put a weight on with it so I can cast out a little further. And a nice fresh worm. Dogs are standing down in the water in front of me. What a beautiful day. Oh, here come the gray jays. Not sure if you guys can see that or not. Come on. All right, guys, back in the canoe. So I thought about portaging into the next pond, but I'm kind of enjoying just paddling this pond right here. It's a really nice pond to paddle. There's a narrow spot up ahead, kind of like a narrow channel that goes down through some grassy areas. So I'm gonna head up that way, and I'm just gonna paddle around and enjoy the scenery. So I brought a beer with me, so if I see a nice spot to get out, I'll probably hop out and sit back, just drink a cold beer, and just enjoy this beautiful day. Fishing's been slow, but that's no big deal. Still early in the season. Plenty of time to catch some trout yet. A lot of beaver activity on this pond. Here's another beaver's den passing by right now, and I can already see another one up ahead. So that's 3 that we've passed so far. That's a big one right there. Yet another beaver's den up ahead, and I think we're soon going to be as far as we can go here. Looks like this narrows into just a little small brook up ahead. So a beautiful little paddle down through here. As nice as it is, the shoreline is not overly inviting in terms of being able to get out. There's a lot of tall grass and bog. I'm sure I'd probably go up to my waist in water if I tried to get out here. So I'm gonna paddle back up through the narrows, and maybe when we get back out in the main part of the pond, I'll find a spot to get out. Okay, so came ashore right here. This is the portage trail that leads up to the next pond, right up over this hill. So I'm not gonna walk up there today. It's after 5 o'clock now, and I still have to pedal back across this pond to get back to the truck, load up the canoe, and find somewhere to camp out for the night in the tiny camper. So we're kind of running out of time, but Nice little spot here. Someone's got a welcome sign up. Got some wood left here. It's actually nice to see that they didn't leave any garbage around other than this black thing on the ground. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's a nice clean site. People probably use this in the winter time, snowmobiling is what I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm gonna just sit here, have a beer. I got my little twig stove, so I'm gonna light that. It really cooled off. It's cold now. It's supposed to get down to like -4 degrees Celsius tonight, so it's really starting to chill off. So I'm gonna light my little twig stove. Well, as you can probably hear, I'm in a really tight spot now. The alders are growing in big time and I'm scratching the crap out of my truck, but I really have no choice now. I got to keep going and get through this, and I think it opens up a little bit again up ahead here, so alright guys, well, I guess this is home for the night. So I came in this old road. I had to go through some pretty thick brush to get in here, and this road just came to a dead end. So instead of just driving around more and busting through more thick brush, I think I'm just gonna stay here for the night. So yeah, not too bad of a spot. It's kind of open here. I'll show you guys around a little bit. I'm hoping the wind doesn't come up because we're going to be kind of exposed here if it does. It's pretty wide open. There's a pond down through the woods way down here. I'm not sure if I'll have time to go down there tonight. Here's the road that I came in just up ahead here. So yeah, this is going to be home for the night. Firewood is going to be an issue. So last time, last trip out in the tiny camper, I brought my own firewood, but this time I decided not to. I was just going to cut some wood when I got out here, but you know, as you can see around here, it's pretty sparse. There's not going to be a lot of wood to get, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to have a fire tonight. But once we get settled away here, I'll probably take my saw and just take a little walk down through there towards the pond. Maybe I can find a couple of dry sticks. Well, it wouldn't be the 24th of May weekend in Newfoundland if you didn't need your winter coat. Brr. So, just out for a little exploratory walk. Have a look around the area. This looks like a good spot to call in a moose. Nice big clearing here. Like I said, there's a pond down below us. You can't really see it right now, but just going to see if there's any trail that looks like it may lead to the pond, but I'm not seeing anything yet. Oh, there's a dead fir tree here. I don't know if this is worth sawing up and hauling back up by the trailer, by the camper. Fir is not the best, but I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I can get a little fire out of this thing. Okay, so time to relax for a bit. So that was actually a ton of work. I hauled that old fir tree. It was probably about 300 yards away, and I had to make, I think, 4 trips. So I hauled that fir tree and some other dry wood that I found back up here, cut it up, or cut some of it up enough to get the fire going, and yeah, this will be enough wood to keep the fire going for a couple of hours, I think.
I'm just gonna kind of pick away at it, cutting it up and throwing it on the fire as I'm sitting around here. But right now it's time for a snack and a cold one. So cheers, guys. Happy May 24. Millie's gone in the camper and gone to sleep. Same old story. Millie's gone to sleep. Goose is still out running around. Alright guys, it's getting late. Time to get some food cooked up here and call it a night. So I got some Johnsonville hot Italian sausages. I'm gonna throw a couple of these in with some onion and potatoes. Keeping it pretty simple. And I'm gonna take the sausages out of the casings. Just kind of do a kind of like a ground meat type of dish with some potato and onion. Alright guys, dinner is served. Bit of a late meal tonight, but it's a beautiful night out here now. Looking forward to just enjoying my meal, crawling into the camper and calling it a night. So I didn't bother to cook my one trout after that I kept today. I may do some fishing tomorrow, so I decided to keep the trout, and if I end up getting some more tomorrow, hopefully I'll get enough for a meal. So that trout is still in the cooler, and I'm going to eat it tomorrow one way or another. Alright guys, all tucked in here for the night. So this is the part of this type of camping that I could definitely get used to. Climbing into a nice insulated shelter with a mattress and a pillow, a big old sleeping bag, and we're in for a cozy night here. So it's cold. It must be right around zero, right around freezing, but it's going to be nice and cozy in here with myself and the dogs and a nice big sleeping bag. So anyways guys, thanks for following along, and we'll see you in the morning.
sipping on a coffee. It's another cold morning, but it's a nice one. Just listening to the birds singing. A couple of loons just flew over. Yeah, it's a nice morning just to relax by the camper. So I'm gonna cook up some breakfast here eventually, and I don't know what I'm gonna get up to today yet. Probably do some more fishing. I think I'm gonna take my little folding saw and cut the trail out a little bit, so on the way back out my truck doesn't take as much of a beating with the alders and stuff. But yeah, I'm not in any rush to do anything. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of sit around and enjoy the morning. So I just parked the truck and camper, and we're gonna take this trail now into a little trout fishing pond. So it's probably gonna take me half an hour, 45 minutes maybe to get in here. I'm just gonna spend the day trout fishing. Probably have a little fire, a little boil up. Turning into a really nice day now. So sun is starting to come out, starting to warm up a little bit, and hopefully we'll catch some trout today. Okay, the pond is up ahead. We made it. Okay, so just rigging up now. The water's fairly deep out off this rock that I'm gonna fish, so I think I'm gonna start out with a good old red devil. I'll throw a worm on with that, and we'll go try our luck. Well, nothing doing, guys. I saw a trout jump right up in front of me a few minutes ago, but they are not interested in what I got to offer. All right, I got one on. It's just a small one, I believe, but this is a hard spot to land a fish and way out on this rock. Okay, well, we didn't get skunked today. I'm gonna let this one go. He's too small to keep. Just like a 6-7 incher. Just hooked him through the bottom lip, so he'll be fine to go live another day. There he goes. Well, goose wandered off again and couldn't find him. I just called out to him. He's way over there. He's way over on the other side of the pond. Here he comes around the shore. I don't know if you guys can see him on the GoPro or not. Get over here. We got Millie here who won't go more than 10 feet away from me, and then we got Goose who got a mind of his own. Where are you two, boy? All right, let's head down the shore here. I'm gonna fish my way around the pond, and if we don't have any more luck, I may cross over right here and walk down to the next pond. Got one on. Another one pretty much exactly the same size as the last one. So we'll get this one back too. I know there are bigger trout in this pond, but whether or not we're going to see any today remains to be seen. Millie, no, no. Hoo-hoo. Well, this is where those otters were hanging out, and there's shit here everywhere. Millie just rolled in it. Millie, come on. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Straight out ahead of us. Oh, Goose sees it. Goose! Goose, no! Oh my. Goose, I don't think you're gonna catch that otter, bud. Goose, here. Goose, back here. I pretty much walked and fished the entire perimeter of this pond now. And the fishing's really slow. One thing I learned is that this pond is not an easy one to navigate around the shoreline. So I've been pretty much up to my knees in water the whole way. I just fell on my ass. Fell down a couple of times actually, but we're almost over to the trail now that leads to the next pond. So I think I'm going to end up hiking out of here a different way than I came in, so I don't have to backtrack my way around this pond again. So we're at the next pond now, and what do we see right away? Another otter. And Goose is swimming right towards it. Oh my, he's getting close. Goose! Goose, turn around. Goose, come on, in. In. Goose, in. Here. Goose, here. May have to make this part of my trapping route in the fall. Come on, get in here, Goose. That otter is just toying with him. Goose, get in here. It's right behind him again now. I don't know how well this is showing up on the GoPro, but I can see it. Goose, right here. Get in here. Goose would drown trying to chase that otter around. Come on, get in here. Come on, bud. Good boy. Goose, you're not going to catch that otter, man. You're going to drown trying to catch that otter. You're a good swimmer, but that otter could outswim you pretty easily. Oh. So just been trimming around the shore of this pond. I had to bushwhack for a bit to get to this little spot, and I came out here, had a couple of casts, and picked up another small one. This one was almost big enough to keep, but it's real slow, so it's not looking like I'm going to get a meal today. So I'm going to let this guy go as well. I got a decent one. Oh, yes. Woohoo! Now we got a keeper. Oh yeah, so this is a decent little brook trout right here. Probably 10, 11 inches, I'm guessing. So I'm gonna keep this one. Seems to be a few trout hanging around off this little point here, so hopefully we can pick up a couple more. Oh my, almost dropped them back in the water. Oh guys, every cast now, and this feels like a good one. Hopefully I can get him in. Oh yeah, he's a nice one. Haha, yes! Oh baby! Woohoo! What a beauty! Yes sir! Now that's a nice brook trout right there. Okay, we're gonna get a meal out of it, it looks like. So I gotta get my spinner, bait it back up and get it back out there. It's a bit of a hot spot right here now. Every cast, guys, every single cast. As soon as it hits the water, I'm hooking one. And another nice one, yes. Oh, yes, sir. Woohoo! Oh, another nice fatty. Look at that. Woohoo! Man, I'm glad I was bushwhacking my way. We started out way down here and I bushwhacked my way right up along through the woods here. I seen this little open cove right here. I decided to come out and have a few casts and we found the spot. Found the honey hole. Well, I may have spoken too soon. Just like that, they cut off. So I haven't had a bite now for a little while. I saw that otter out swimming around again, so I don't know, maybe he drove the trout out of here, the few that were hanging around. So I'm gonna keep working my way down this pond. I think I'll soon come to a spot where I camp out sometimes. So when I get there, I'm gonna get a little fire going and have a lunch. It's about 2 p.m. right now, so I'm getting hungry. Well, it wouldn't be a true May 2-4 weekend without a skiver of trout. Hot chocolate and beef jerky. Good. All right. All right, guys, so we're back on the move. We got quite a hike to get out of here now. A lot of bushwhacking before we get back to a trail. And there's a ton of blowdowns and tangly shit to get over like this. So I'm not gonna film much more. I think I'm done fishing for today. I'm just gonna focus on getting out of here. I'll take some shots of the scenery on the way out of here, show you guys what the country looks like coming down through here. And but other than that, I'll talk to you guys when we get back to the truck. Well, we made it back. So that was a long day, but it was a great day. So we had an awesome day out there. Caught some trout, boiled the kettle. Dogs had a great run. I'm exhausted, the dogs are spent. So we're gonna call it a weekend. I came prepared to camp out again tonight, but I'm just exhausted. I'm ready to go home, just get cleaned up and get a good night's sleep. So thanks to everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoy my content and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe. I really appreciate it. It doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free. All it takes is a click of a button, and it helps me out. It helps me grow the channel. So anyways, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone had a great May 2-4 long weekend, Victoria Day weekend, whatever you want to call it, if that's the thing where you're from. So yeah, hope you guys are doing good, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.